second place.
Yep.
Same goes for Moreno.
Yeah, I'm a Bigatron fan, and I really like Moreno, man. The Maestro has been phenomenal ever since his debut for the Red Robot. The thing is, though, he's always overshadowed by the man you see on your screen. Every mid laner in Indo can have their prime, but none can match Sans. Not just yet. I'm hoping the Maestro...
An abundance of mid lane talents. But look at him with his Joker face. He doesn't really give a damn. He's just there for the vibes, and he makes those plays happen. But
that's my goat, right?
Did you trade him for anything?
No. This guy, he's contracted
for
forever. No, never. Like,
wow.
Eman, that's like, I'm not saying, well, he is my goat. I don't care what you guys think. Eman is my boy for life.
But Skylar, though, Chefin, what do you think, you know, what upper hand does Skylar have up against Eman?
Oh! It's the rest of the team, bro.
What is this?
Wait,
wow!
More Eman votes?
No. Because it's 7.
Oh,
you know what's happening right now.
Okay.
It's a coincidence. But yeah, back to the point.
Oh,
Eman versus Skylar. I think the upper hand that the Skylar has towards Eman is the rest of the team. Now, Skylar cannot be the old Skylar anymore. Maybe when the situation calls for them, we can be that guy, but he doesn't need to. When you have 4 guys just backing you up. This is, and by the way, Skylar, ever since he joined Onyx, he hasn't reached or he hasn't gained any player of the game yet. Not even a single one of them.
Oh, that is a very, very good
Holy moly, that's true.
Right?
Very, very interesting point. Because the team is a star-studded roster, right? It's full of stars, so clash of egos might happen. We'll just have to see the players entering the arena today. Let's start with Onyx. Will they be able to achieve the invincible season, regular season rather? Lutfi, Kairi, Sans, Keyboy, and Skylar.
When you have a lineup like this, it is just so hard to fail. The All-Stars of Indonesia. One destined to conquer, one destined to rule. The final bosses of Indo. The ones who have been predicted by everyone and their mothers to win, to dominate. Welcome, the invincible Onyx!
It's Onyx time, baby!
It is their jingle, it is their MPL, it is their stage. Nothing can stop them, at least this time around. BTR. It's gonna take a mountain of effort to be a hurdle or to be considered a rival to this team.
The Sky Kings for a reason, and they will not share that throne with Bigatron by Vitality as they make their way to the stage. And upon them rises a group of Red Robots ready to terminate their opponents. Bigatron by Vitality, their lineup, I believe it won't change at all. It's Shogun still, Nile, Moreno, Finn, and Eman. The same 5 programmed not only to win, but programmed to kill.
The circuits have to align. The connection must be there for the robots to make a dent on the invincible, to be able to crack a 0-loss record. You must take the risk. Now, have they planned enough? Have they worked enough to get to this point? They've done so much, but it will all be for naught if they're not able to beat the best in the business. Welcome, the Red Terminators, Bigatron by Vitality!
As Superken said, this might be the strongest version of BTR we'll ever see. But against them, invincibility. Onyx might seem inevitable, but they are looking to change the script to their favor.
Bigatron by Vitality, overshadowed by past failures, not making their appearance to the M series. This might be their biggest shot just yet. And it seems like this roster that they have working as a coherent unit. And now, obviously, the brains behind the operations. Both teams having those good coaching staff behind them. Adi alongside CW, Unk W, and Coach Bam, and Coach Erpang.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Bam and Coach Erpang. I've talked quite a bit with them this morning, and safe to say, Miracle, the situation, the gaming house, their moral is sky high.
Talking
But
about moral.
unfortunately, they're taking on the skies.
They are. The sky is the limit, and that just might be Onyx, the Sky Kings. And I want to pick up a point where I think it was Vin who made that. The mentality in Onyx. Onyx, these are, you know, this is a team where all the players, they want to win. They are hungry for trophies, even after the 4-peat. That hunger
Oh
still
my
there.
God.
Do you think, Miracle, Bigatron has the same hunger?
I think they do. I think they might have even more when it comes to just pure hunger. But the thing is, how do you back that up, right? You have the hunger,
Yeah.
but do you have the skills? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the mentality? I think all the others, the experience as well, it all goes to Onyx, especially in this matchup. You see Nile, you see Kyrie, you see two amazing junglers, but one stands out in the votes, in the way they play, in the way they've been undefeated.
Yeah.
Onyx, they stand alone.
Wow, wow, wow. Obviously, they will need some keys to unlock the victory. They also need to possibly lock this man up in the gaming house, but I don't think that's possible. You know, as quoted by Ken, by Super Ken. So Kyrie, this guy will still need to prove that he is the king in the jungle for Onyx later on.
A different Onyx here. They do not care. They're coming in with fire, but so is Bigatron. I'm gonna answer the question that you posed earlier, Realize. What upper hand does Nile have over Kyrie?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I think it's mentality.
Oh,
I'm not joking. When
Okay.
Nile said they are sure that 1,000% or 100% they're gonna win against Onyx, I do believe them, and that belief is contagious. Here's the victory though by Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. Play discipline, do not overcommit. This is the strategy that they use against Dewa United, and I asked Coach Eprang as well, that was the best game that they've played this season. That was the cleanest game,
As
easily.
Mirko said, prank. Hold on, I
Whoa.
never said that. I never said that, by the way. Okay, I just want to say, that never happened. But we do need to pray.
how many grams of copium do you take a day, Miracle?
Well, let's move on to the easier keys to victory.
Yeah.
For Onyx. Onyx knows the best how to win. I mean,
They know best, you know?
who am I to say anything about keys to victory for Onyx when they know it themselves, especially in MPL Indonesia. This is their playing ground, man.
Yeah.
This is not the big boys league that Onyx should have been participating in.
They are their own keys to victory. And it seems like they're making MPL ID into their own playground, limit testing before they reach that international stage. Yes, they did fell shy on that MSC slot up against the LPH, even falling to their own brothers in Onyx PH. But now, it seems like a new dawn has loomed upon them.
Ooh.
And they are haunted by the failure of M5. And it seems like they want to get back stronger. For Bigatron by Vitality, they will go first pick. So they'll have that blue side for them. And now, that's a very, very proper win rate right there. 71 and 61%.
Yeah, it seems like the stats does not back up Bigatron
Oh.
by Vitality in terms of like the choice, but when you look at the other side, you know what?
Unfair.
It might seem like giving Onyx the red side is the better choice. And in a way, when you're taking the blue side, you are controlling the draft. You know, sometimes it's easier to respond, but most of the time, it might be the elite team wants to control it first.
Yeah.
They want to have a say on what's going on at the Land of Dawn and the playstyle that they're gonna bring to the table.
Yes,
It-
yes.
Speaking of playstyle, which one will it be?
I think Onyx, this is irrelevant to them. They can play literally any map. Whether it be dangerous grass, rivers, clouds, the walls, it all works out for them. And they have a master plan because Adi once said that the maps influence their choice at the drafting phase. As we enter that drafting phase, game number 1 will be very pivotal, will determine how the match will go. Presented by the official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. They ban out the Angela and the Arlet. 2 special picks for Onyx. And for Onyx, it's the Uranus and the Hilda. It's the first 2 bans.
Just want to remind you all that Onyx has not dropped a game ever since week number 5 Sunday
Okay.
against Gig Fam. They are literally
Thorns remain.
lossless ever since then. We're gonna see the bans though for BTR by Vitality. It looks like the Angela, the Arlet, and also the Lancelot will be the option here. Coach Ari, this is just proper respect towards Shogun. So
Yeah.
maybe they want to enable Ludwig in a way and also Kyrie at the same time because the Hilda will be a pesky roamer to deal with or maybe XP laner to deal with when it's in the hand of Shogun. And we've been seeing it over and over again, time to time again, that Shogun is one of the top dogs of the XP laner of Indonesia, even getting the stamp from Sanford. He said that top 3 EXP in Indonesia is Ludwig, Shogun, and Ken.
Shogun is up there, but Bigatron by Vitality. They can take the Yisun Shin right here if they want to have that flexibility. They want to put up the CC later on as it is left unbanned, but hey, Onyx can also take that. The CC Gatot is still available for them. They can literally play anything they want. So Bigatron by Vitality, what will they pick up? Chusin available, CC available, YSS still available, but I think that's going to be the CC.
Yeah.
And it will be the CC.
This is interesting, right? Because usually you still, despite the CC being up for grabs, you still want to go for the Yisun Shin first. Just so that you can set up for the CC flex. Now with the CC here, first pick, yes, the flex is still possible, but it becomes more conditional, right? Like the Yisun Shin should be picked up by Onyx. But wait, they might just go for the Baksha here, right? It was also
Kumar,
all the way. BTR might be trying to bait Onyx into playing a slow game, and they're not biting. They do not want the Baksha. They will leave it to BTR to pick it up, and I think it will be the pick here, right? Like, there's no way you leave the Baksha open, even though
Jushin is there.
we did see Baksha in the first leg against Onyx. BTR picked it up, they lost.
Bigatron, I think they need to take the Baksha here, right? Again, very good mobility. With the tankiness as well, up against the Yisun Shin, it is going to help them too with the Baksha.
I gotta be honest with you, not necessarily. And there you go, it's gonna be the Hayabusa.
Exactly.
That's a good counter towards the Yisun Shin and also the Jushin. Because Onyx will most likely not pick the Baksha as well. It doesn't really give you mid-prio, and the utility is quite limited. It's a bit more of an early game roamer. But BTR right now, they have a solid combo for themselves. And Nile, statistic-wise, he's 50% on utility, almost 70% on assassins.
Yeah, Hayabusa is available for him. Does Onyx take the Gatot Kacha here?
It almost seems like BTR trying to bait it out, you know? Picking up the Kalea like this. And Onyx will fight it again. They will not play into BTR by Vitality.
They don't flinch.
They go for the Phobias. A bad matchup against a CC, yes. But they're playing for the team fighting. They're not playing for the laning. The thing about Ludwig is he knows, he's aware of what he needs to do on any pick you give him, right? So you give him the Phobias in a matchup against CC, it's a win for the CC, but Ludwig will not take those trades. What he'll do is, he'll play it safe, wait for the Yisun Shin to come up, get the XP crabs, get level 4, and then play for Turtle.
And gotta be honest with you, I think Ludwig, he's like, in a way, the CW of EXP lane.
Yes, yes, he's just he's the Phil.
He's the best weak side, quote-unquote, EXP laner in MPL. But
he's like a weird mix of CW and Boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to play as a weak side laner in Onyx is just
oh my god.
very, very hard to do because the clash of egos. But Onyx and Broken Walls map, from all of 6 games played on Broken Walls, Onyx holds an 83.3% win rate in Broken Walls.
By the way, they're not taking any chances with the Esmeralda ban, so they are still considering the flex towards the CC, even though on paper it's easily the winning lane against a Phobias. Onyx, usually for any other team out there, I'm gonna be like, what are you doing? But this is Onyx we're talking about.
Yeah, they
know better.
They know something, man. Coach Adi and Unk W, the analyst. We got the girlfriend buff in the building though for Keyboy. I believe more than Keyboy, Skylar also. Wife buff.
Wife buff. Girlfriend buff too, so that might be the mental boost they need. So now the bans are still queued up. That Esmeralda ban is a good sniff coming in from Onyx. But the GK ban though, to make sure that they don't have to counterplay towards the Kalea. But the Kimmy ban, yeah, they do need an answer against the Juicin, right? The Yves is not really the best. We talked about it earlier on.
I think right now it's great for BTR because they can pick up the Lunox still.
Or the Farsa.
Still really good. The Farsa makes sense as well. So like 2 really good picks. They can pick up both, if I'm being honest with you, right? Then they won't really have that much siege, but the team fighting power will be ridiculous. And with the Kalea already, the Phobias is going to have a tough time, not just in lane, but also in the team fights. If you get locked down by the Kalea, Tsunami Slap, insta-kill with a Lunox or Farsa, it usually gets really tough.
I'm worried about the options for Keyboy here, by the way.
Yeah.
The Gatot will be banned out by BTR. Maybe it's towards the Grog this time around just because of the fact that the setup potential is still there, but no. They want to go for the 1-1 ban, which on paper is bad against a Hayabusa, but still.
Yeah.
They're still dreading that 1-1 from Skylar.
Look at Sans, man. He's just
slipping.
He is trolling at this
He has
point,
been
man.
doing that.
He's aura farm.
Nah,
Since the early-
Hey, Pasep, hey!
They're not hiding it right now.
Stop.
They're not hiding it right now.
He's not even hiding
It's
it.
out in the open. It's a real beef.
Oh. Okay, no more. Bro's locked in.
It's enough.
So Onyx, what do they go for now? A marksman and a roamer is what they need, right? At this point, if you want to just take away some of the pressure, you need mid-prio or you need a way to dive in. I think Hilda is a good shout here, but they go for the Harith first. So this means the Lunox can actually come through with the Farsa for
More value.
Vitality. A lot of value. You get Farsa and Lunox as 2 counters to the Harith.
Can you get both at the same time? Is that too greedy?
I think it's greedy, but it's possible. If they just want to beat out Onyx in the team fights, that's what they need to do. But if they want stability, they need a bit more sieging power. And I think the Granger fits with the Farsa, but then the Hilda gets more value. Pick that I was already talking about.
I mean, can you pick something like a Ruby and a Gold Lane here? Just interchangeable.
Not really. Not a fan of the Ruby here without Peace and Shin. They go Lunox, as expected, but it's Alice. So Alice XP, CC Gold. No siege in a way, but a whole lot of team fighting.
Yikers. Onyx though, how do they want to respond to this? Again, some picks thrown at the air. Hilda is quite good to scout out, but they have that front line prepared for them. Playing for the Harith and the Yusun Shin too available. Seems like they've made up their mind. What do you think Onyx will pick up here?
I don't think there's a really good answer here, but Hylos will be the one
Also
that's
bad.
usually getting picked here. Remember, Keyboy, I believe, against Alter Ego, this is kind of like a... Isn't this a similar draft against Alter Ego's loss in the first game, I believe?
Yeah.
It's an honest front to back, and that's what kills Onyx, not most of the time, but sometimes. And I gotta be honest with you, on paper, I'm taking Bigatron's draft by a bit.
Well,
In team fights, yes, I agree. But Onyx know how to play with those small little advantages of sieging, of objective conversion.
look at that.
Oh.
Oh.
Lineup rating favors Bigatron 5.1. So, yeah, sometimes that is correct, sometimes that is not. It is all up to the execution in the Land of Dawn. The battle of 1 and 2 up top. Who will be able to secure either upper bracket or either regular season champions? And Onyx again, fishing for that invincibility that they have been looking for. It is the Sky Kings against the Red Robots in game 1.
Can the Red Robots break the streak, put a dent in the armor of the invincible Onyx? Let's take a look.
The veteran versus the young blood. Might be a teacher versus student duel in his Onyx days. Nile, even though he was the reserve, surely he's still taking some tutelage from the god of the jungle. So we're gonna take a look at the mid prio here from both sides. It should be leaning towards the Jushin just a little bit, but Moreno surely is without, not without a fighting potential. By Games Max though, it looks like it's gonna be standard most of the time here. Nothing too crazy, but a lot of emphasis towards movement speed. Wilderness Blessing from Sans, but we gotta wait a little.
Oh,
Battle on the mid lane, Finn able to go for the sustain. Moreno as well. Good sustain, but the pickup comes through. Oh, Moreno flickers out to safety, and that's a big resource spent early.
that was nearly close. But oh,
Has to
Purify?
purify. Now gonna go in with the shurikens. Won't be able to get the kill. Already, we are treated to almost kills everywhere.
Thankfully, there's no real kills here, though. Eman and Skylar. This is going to be an interesting matchup. On paper, Mirko, I think you're the more Savant gold laner here. It should be favoring towards Harith a little bit, no?
No, every matchup in the gold lane with CC is definitely just better for the CC. Even behind the mini waves, you can just constantly go in, and like you just saw for Eman, skill 2. You can constantly be dashing away from the synchro fissions too, so definitely more ways for the CC to take control in the lane.
no, level 4 for both gold laners, or rather, junglers, excuse me. Skylar just trying to stabilize the lane up against the CC. It's a bit of a bully, even to a lane bully like the Harith. And now they want to juggle the turtle. This first objective will be very important.
Good control right now. Over to the back line, great reaction, but it's going to be Sans locked in. Has a Crimson Beacon, first blood over to Moreno, who pops into Brilliance, and Finn gets the gap closer. Now it's going to be Eman with a rotation and a curtain call. Ludpi next to the chopping block. An all-out win, and the Maestro gets a triple.
A triple kill for the Maestro Moreno. And they will also get the objective, the neutral objective, the turtle to boot. Bigatron, this is a big win for them, up against the Sky Kings.
Shades of what happened against Dewa United. They were super aggressive right from the get-go, and it comes from the team fighting potential of the whole team of BTR. They have a really, really strong early game and also objectified potential. And by the way, Aman with a rush towards the lane in the bottom lane and was able to get into the team fight in time to make a difference.
Yeah, solid predictions by GoPay. Only me from the English desk voting for Onic, and the rest of you guys pretty confident with Bigatron.
Wow, I'm surprised Jeffin went for BTR. You know, obviously me, those are my goats, you know?
Gotta be honest with you, it's a bit of a bias. I just played basketball with Erpang and Coach Bam. Coach Bam is pretty good, Erpang freaking sucks.
Understandable. But I want to point out as well, Bigatron, right? 3 kills for Moreno. That's the worst member for Onic to give away the kills to. Because his Lunox will just kill, and the Shred will be omnipresent in the team fights. 3 kills for a Lunox. Usually you would wait for a power spike. Now it seems like Moreno is on a foot race to get to those items.
Yes, he's already on an item as well. The glowing one is there.
Yikes.
So for Keyboy, for pretty much the whole team of Onic, even when Skylar joins the team fight, the possibilities of the shields and also the sustain will be very much limited.
That's going to be Tsunami Slam as well. Insta kill from Moreno coming down as well. As Keyboy pops in Revitalize, but now goes over to Shadow Kill, over to Keyboy, who's able to get the Glitter's pathway down as the curtain call locks him down. But Kai and Keyboy stay alive.
But the high losses easily bursted down by even the first engage. Lutfi though, farming for the plates.
Yeah, and you can see it earlier too, the discipline from BTR. The old BTR would have just go guns blazing and chase Keyboy to the ends of the glorious pathway, but no, BTR, right now, they know the war. What does it mean by discipline?
Yeah, it's a war of attrition now for both teams. Counter-strike completed by Kyrie. Again, the Sun Shin will play a pivotal role into the team fights. On bottom though, it feels like it's a non-lane. Nobody really wins out. But the CC though from the Man has been able to push away. Tsunami Slam.
Another attempt, Moreno going in again. This time they'll revitalize and it'll be a kill for Finn. CC immunity, 2-man immobilization as Moreno deals damage. Lutpi able to go for the infinite pursuit now. Jumps twice onto Shogun. Is still able to get immobilization down as a flicker. Oh! Call! Locks him down and all in. Assange pops in. Crimson Beam from the man. Running through. Skylar's a man force over. Moreno picks up the mega kill. Finn falls. But look at the shred coming down now. Stays alive with 1 HP.
The Sky Kings and the Red Robots dancing on the edge of death. And again, Bigatron terminate the Sky Kings. 3 members down with a turtle as well. Bigatron by Vitality. Wow.
Biga Troopers, it really might not be copium. There's a lot of hope here, man. 2K gold lead in 6 minutes against Onic. This is unheard of in MPL Indonesia.
Why do I feel like Onic doesn't really have sufficient damage?
They really don't.
They burst down Bigatron that quickly.
It's a fighter comp, man.
Oh no.
They're waiting for Skylar.
Purify should be burnt out. Aman will go in. Base out. Oh my lord, goes through the shields. Skylar gets away, but Niall is lurking around the bottom lane. Keyboy, can he body block now? It's gonna be Niall looking for the shadow kill. Retry in. Skylar assassinated by the cold-blooded jungler.
Oh man. Unfortunate there, Niall. Good targeting as well, and also good recognition. Skylar has to respect his opponent a bit more here. No more Zaman Force on towards a current calls, because this is BTR, not the usual MPL Indonesia teams that you guys face.
Oh my god. And Bigatron are on a roll here. Steamrolling on towards Onic. Skylar completes the Starlium site. Has been a few approaches into the Carrot. A few. Goes for the Enchanted Talisman as well, right? For that early on fight, which is very heavily required in this patch, but the Starlium site by Skylar will be available. The upside turret though. Topside turret will be taken down. The minions marching in as well. Niall will cut it off too.
I'm more impressed that they're denying these minions away, right? They let the minions take it, go for the clear now, so they're denying a lot of XP, a lot of gold away from Lutpi. Well, in this case, Harith, who goes up top, but yeah.
The swap.
These little wins.
Ridiculous details.
Speaking of details, itemization by Eman, he's not rushing towards a defensive item. Hydro Strike, in fact, so he has more damage now. The difference between the Arfi CC and Eman CC right now is the fact that Eman will not get punished easily. There's literally no real catch that Eman has to face here. His job is to follow up the engage from Vin with Moreno as well. And it's most likely going to be Keyboy. They're going to try to shred down the frontliner through the Revitalize and also the Glorious Pathway. So I like the itemization. Vin goes in again.
Oh, this time it's going to be on towards Ludpi. 3-man mobilization from Shogun into the Crimson Beacon with the Purify. Aldis now jumps in the Shadow Kill on the red tree. That's Eman with the tread over. Kyrie going to have to use him out of Chucker. Ludpi dealt with Eman. So able to survive. What a bait Vin comes in as well. Kai with a Traceless back, and it will be another free neutral objective to the Red Robots.
Sky Kings completely disrespected. And Skyler.
Another jump this time. Still has to Purify now with the damage. Moreno is unstoppable. Shogun with a walk up, tanks up the turret. The Maestro is safe. 5-0 and 6.
0-3-1. That's a very strange sight for Skyler.
And the Maestro Moreno is playing a beautiful staccato here. Fast-paced gameplay by BTR. They want to play Onyx game in a way, but Onyx cannot respond. 6K gold lead in 9 minutes. And usually, with this kind of composition, Onyx, for other teams, I would say it's over. And there's not much real catch potential as well, but against Onyx, man, you gotta watch out for every little details. BTR has to stay disciplined as the matchup against Dewa United. If they can do it, a victory is definitely not out of the question.
Sky Kings are well known for a team to turn things around. Shadow Kill!
A lot of damage, but the Revitalize comes around. They're so grouped up. I thought for a second there was an angle for Shogun to just get a 5-man immobilization, but it would have been between the turrets. Way too risky. And like Sheffin mentioned, at this point with a 6,000 gold lead, it's all about discipline. It's all about how you utilize your advantage.
Yeah, let's see. Bigatron by Vitality can stick to their new roots, where they want to be disciplined, where they want to keep themselves in check, not overextending. But look at that, audience prediction still favors Onyx by 82% by GoPay. And now, let's see, Sheffin, Onyx, what are their winning conditions? Do they really need to wait for a Bigatron blunder?
In a way, yes, because kiting is their bread and butter here. You gotta wait for the engage to be unsuccessful from Vin, maybe bait out the Tsunami Slam towards Keyboy, and hope maybe Keyboy will not survive, but somehow Sans with the Lantern Flare might be getting some little knockouts here and there, and Skyler, even though he is behind in gold, it is a Harith late game either way. So you gotta respect the damage and also the sustained potential for BTR.
Yeah, we saw what a Harith late game could do earlier on today. That was Kabuki. But now, Lord Dance might ensue. If you take a look at the waves, it's pushing in favor for Bigatron by Vitality. Up top, down bottom's gonna be cleared out by Skyler. BOD completed by Kyrie. At least extra damage, because damage has been very much non-existent for Onyx. They can't really burst down Bigatron by Vitality, and it seems like from the positions that Onyx really have, they're gonna concede this Lord.
Yeah, they have to. There's no way they can test for this. They have to play discipline, but so are the Red Robots. 7.6K gold lead.
And it seems like Keyboy gets the memo because he is going to be the main target here for BTR. He is itemizing towards the Twilight Armor for the extra heal and also just trying to just evade somehow the burst down coming in from BTR. I think it's still gonna go through either way, especially after Moreno secured some of the Wishing Lantern there. So extra percentage damage towards the HP. Whoa. BTR. The ball is in their court.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how you execute this time.
But we talked about it in the draft.
Whoa.
Seems like Bigatron by Vitality. Well, before that, real-time victory rate. Yeah, prediction by Samsung Galaxy A36 5G, 77% versus 23%. And I think this siege coming from Bigatron by Vitality ain't really the best, right? Because we really need to walk up to hit the turrets and it doesn't threat that much. Finn is fishing for an angle, but as of now, let's see if Onyx can defend.
But the clear is pretty bad on the other side too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's Yusin. It really comes down to the Harith to actually clear on these waves.
Yeah, Synchrovision really needs to go double time now. As Sans has the Bloodwings defensive option, because Bigatron by Vitality has been jumping in his face all over. Oh, look at him on!
Current call already coming down. That's going to be the Tsunami Slam. A flicker out with a Mountain Shot coming down. No! It's Shogun! And a mobilization to the backline as Zaman jumps in all the way. Skyler, Zaman forces Zaman still able to survive for a bit. And actually gets very close to getting away. Skylar now pops in a Purify, but Shogun locks him down for Niall to get the kill. 2 base turrets falling for the Sky Kings.
Uninvited guests in the abode of the Sky Kings. They will try to clear out the ways, but 2 turrets gets taken down. Shogun still standing there menacingly challenging
Pretty good
the
still.
Divine Beings.
There's no way they go for the Tsunami Slam. Finn's gonna hold that. Holy Crystal built up. That Shogun with a disengage, and it's 3 base turrets down.
Not the
Yeah.
best sight.
For sure. And M1 dying is actually good for Bigatron, you know. The trade is M1's life for multiple turrets
3 turrets.
in the board for Onyx. At the same time, M1 was already on 2 kills, so they reset
Yeah.
the bounty. So M1 no longer carries, or if he gets another kill, it's not going to be a bounty for Onyx, so the comeback potential will be very limited for Onyx.
Good point. I mean, it's the spoils of war sometimes that really helps teams that come from behind, right? Bounties, 400 gold, 600 gold. But as of now, because Aman dies, that bounty is reset. Now Onyx, though, they need to push out the waves, but they can't really go far because the pickup potential from Bigatron by Vitality is also very, very strong, especially with the Kaleas, the enabler, so quick for the Tsunami Slam. So now what I do see an angle for Onyx is the fact that they can only wait in their base. They want to contest the Lord, they can't even do it because, again, the lack of control and just Bigatron playing it very, very maturely, I'd say. Fuck up Destiny, though, for Suns.
Yeah. Extra HP to work with, and also a bit more duration on the Lantern Flare here because you have more mana. But now Onyx, they're actually still holding a position here. So, I don't know about this, man. Finn should have a flank angle, but he decided to go for a more honest approach here in the bushes. Eman, current calls? No?
Oh, that could be the all-in. Oh, 4-man from Shogun! And all into the back line. Oh, caught by Kai with a mountain trucker though. And now Iman jumps into the back line, going on to Kai. He will be able to find the kill. Shogun is still alive. Goes able to sustain now. It's actually Finn constantly getting the prop over as a passive. Another blink over. Iman doing damage. Look, hey! Super air in front, but the Red Raider! Iman continues. Finn sustaining. Iman is inevitable. He finds the triple, and now it's just the Prince.
The Prince has to defend the base. The Red Raider is here with Finn by his side. Can he hold this?
A knock-up, a Tsunami Slam, a lockdown
over.
to the Prince. The Red Robots strike first against the invincible Onyx.
They might have taken down the cold-blooded killer, but the Red Raider is still there as he terminates the Prince in his own domain. 1-0, Bigatron by Vitality.
As the great Kobe Bryant once said, job's not over. One more win to secure a win over Onyx and also secure the upper brackets. Bigatron is running through momentum right now. Once again, just like the Dewa match yesterday, we did not spot a single mistake. Maybe not cleaning up on the last fight, but Eman cleans Onyx's house.
That was very, very good from Aman. Gets the backline, takes down the God in the Jungle. And wow, Bigatron with Vitality, a very, very calculated game, very clean too. Look at the initiation from Shogun. There was actually a turnaround coming in from Onyx as well, but Aman just dancing in the back. And Skylar was completely out of the team fight. He had to recall back to ensure that maybe Onyx might have a chance, but wow. Finn as well, which I think is one of the pivotal members in sealing the win today for Bigatron by Vitality in game number 1.
Unsung hero for sure, Finn, man. So many Tsunami Slams landing. Perfectly targeted as well. The hold on the Tsunami Slam, the hold on a lot of his abilities, and the utilization of the passive, proccing it constantly in the fight, was what gave Shogun just that tad bit that you need to survive in the fight for long enough so that Iman can constantly, again, go for those yo-yos, get the DPS down. Wow. That, hey, as a Bigot Trooper, you can't see it, but I'm smiling, but you just made the gods bleed. So, game 2. I think they have to set their sights on game 2 instantly. They have to try to kill Onyx before they can get up.
I think bleed is understatement. They are losing, you know, they're anemic right now, Onyx. because how much blood that they've lost in that match. But shout out to Onyx, that last fight, I gotta be honest with you, that was too close for comfort.
Yes.
For that much gold lead.
9,000,
I don't
almost
get
10.
how the hell did they do it?
Perfect execution, dude.
Speaking of perfect execution.
Yes, sir.
They were completely annihilated, but the player of the game is going to be Iman, presented by the officials of the smartphone Samsung Galaxy A65G. He is a cut above most gold laners, even all gold laners, I'd say.
Ooh.
Maybe close second is Skylar, but again, that's up for debate. When it comes to fighter gold laners, again with the CC, we talked about, you know, this possibly shifting the comfort zone for most gold laners. For Iman, it's just another day in the office.
Yeah.
Oh man. And I guess this is another advantage of Bigatron by Vitality compared to Onyx. The fact that they can enable the gold lane match faster than Onyx. Because Skylar is usually playing on a gold laner that's a bit more standard, right? The Max Marksman or the Harith, or maybe the Lunox if push comes to shove.
Oh, so good.
The fighters are not really Skylar's arsenal. Meanwhile, Eman or the whole Bigatron by Vitality, they can ensure that the first objective game is theirs just through the strength in numbers.
You know what's crazy, guys? BTR have destroyed lose streaks. Now, can they destroy a win streak?
Well, they put a stop to the TLID's lose streak. Now it's time to put a stop on the win streak that Onyx has. But I think everybody stepped up for Bigatron, right? We talked about Moreno with the triple kill earlier on. That was a skirmish that was very important. But this was spearheaded by the initiation coming in from Shogun. This guy is so good. And he put it on anything, he will still make it work.
Really does. But Eman, no one can stop him in this position, man. Too many snowballs. Oh, that's a mistake from Vin. I think he flickered towards the orange buff, but it's still a W nonetheless.
Is this just an Eman thing, or is CC just unstoppable when
It's
it
an
comes to
Eman thing. It's an Eman thing, bro. We've been seeing so many bad CC picks.
Yeah.
I mean, the pick isn't bad, but we haven't seen this, you know?
I mean, you can see the real example earlier with Arfi, right?
Yeah.
How much of a difference. Well, I guess they operate between a different system as well, right? They have different teammates, but overall, Eman is super clean as well, winning the lane very effectively against Skylar, and it really delays Skylar's potential to be able to join the team fight.
Well,
Take a look at the
19-7.
items here, though. Nothing too special, I gotta say. Yeah, it's just the usual build from both teams, man.
Yep.
Nothing to break down about for both teams. Maybe, once again, as I mentioned earlier, the itemization towards the Twilight Armor for the Hylos just to try to evade the burst down from BTR. But it looks like it was a futile effort on Keyboy.
Yeah.
And maybe we can go back to the draft, right? Putting Keyboy in a Hylos seems like
A waste.
really a waste. When there's a Hylos, no, when there's a Grok or something like a Badang, the set potential is still there.
I don't know about that, though, because, like, if you're on a Badang, who are you trying to target? There's so many things. Do you want to peel for the backline, or do you want to jump in? Because, like, the composition for Onyx right now wants to play around Kyrie on the Eastern Shin and the Harith. So it's pure front to back. On a Badang, you peel for one, but you're not able to provide sustain for the rest of the team, right? You're not able to peel as good. Badang's kind of like a setter. So you want to have more of a, I would say, dive comp, more burst damage compared to the comp that we saw earlier. And that's why I think they had to go for the Hylos. I think the Gauntlet would have been a better choice, but it was banned away.
Yeah.
And they chose to go Phobius after seeing Kalea, after seeing CC. Usually we would call that out, but it's Onyx.
So is it time to call them out?
No, I think we give them another game.
You beat them first, then you call them out.
I mean, even if they lose this match, right?
Yeah, that's something that teams can exploit, because
This is 1 out of like 13.
Yeah, for the first time, we see that Onyx, there are weaknesses in their game. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
We thought coming into this matchup, that's why I said pray, man, that they were perfect.
Completely annihilated. Bigatron by Vitality. This is a ray of hope.
Whoa!
But come on!
Ranger Amas.
Ranger
Whoa!
Amas.
Whoa, he takes off the glasses real quick.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
take the love beater.
Look at him, look at him. Oh my lord, okay.
Ranger Amas or Rizzer Amas?
All right, Rizzer Amas.
Will it reach?
Oh!
They
wait,
went
wait,
over there.
Oh!
It's perfect.
100%. It's perfect. Wait, Ranger Mas might just have found. Hey, the number is asking for his number on a Samsung. Oh my lord, that's W Riz right there, man. That's how you do it. Hey, realize, Shepin, take notes.
Nah.
Take notes.
Well, I think Chefin.
It's my choice.
I think
This
Chefin.
is a Samsung phone.
That's true.
Get the girl's number. Get a girl's number.
I don't think I want to do that. I'm on duty right now. I'm focused. Not for Chefin though. Can we get a love meter for him?
I would love a love meter.
I would love.
Man.
Mr.
We did it for
Bombo.
Arashi, remember?
Really?
For Arashi, yeah. Arashi and Alyssa.
Oh yeah, that's true. But hey, Mr. Bombo, if you hear me, we need to get a love meter
Please no.
for Chefin. But hey,
Please no.
yeah. I think it's time for Onyx to breathe again, reset, because this is, I feel like, the timer they completely dominated by a team, right? So yeah, we'll give them time to reset. But as of now, we'll throw it to Alyssa for an interview on stage. To this. I mean, sure, it's still game one, but the fashion that they won it was just so dominant, so good. And I feel like this is the closest that any team has ever gone into just forcing Onyx and breaking possibly their win streak.
I think Alter Ego was first.
That's true.
Game number 1, it was like so uncharacteristic of Alter Ego. How the hell did Onyx lose this bad? But apparently they do it. It's
EVOS
second
too, no?
time here. EVOS?
Did they?
Was EVOS 1-0 EVOS first or?
Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't 1-0 Evos.
Oh, it was 1-1.
I think it was 1-1.
Yeah.
Just Alter Ego and Bigatron. And by the way, I actually
What?
we hung out, right? Coach Bam, Coach Erpang and me.
Mm-hmm.
I've said to Coach Bam, if you guys play like the way you did against Dewa United, you guys might have a chance. And Coach
For what?
Bam
A chance for playoff?
beating Onyx.
Oh, okay.
And Coach Bam also said, that's literally what I said to the boys after the Dewa match. So they're doing a great job right now.
They are. They're doing a phenomenal job. Bam, I remember, I think it was week 2 when they joined the team, Bam and Erpang.
Yeah.
Before week 2, it wasn't them. I remember watching the vlog that they upload on YouTube, and I instantly told Ko-Ed, this is, I think, the coach that you've been looking for, because he's always said in streams, etc., that he needs a coach that can guide them, lead them. It's not just about the draft, right? You get the draft with Erpang, but then the leadership.
Outgame.
Outgame. How you get that mental. Because I think for Bigatron, that's been the biggest problem for them.
Yeah.
They would be able to match Onyx, they would be able to match top teams, but then the mental gets to them. Moreno would have a mental block. Some of these players would have mental blocks. Now with the leader in BAM, I don't think they have that mental block anymore, and I hope it stays. I hope it's not just a regular season thing.
By the way, Coach Bam will tell you that it's also Niall's part of the mentality.
Yeah, for sure. That's the big reason as to why they get him. I think even Beloyski, right? He mentioned mechanics make it, but if we're talking mental, Niall's a mentality monster.
Yeah. And I think Niall was also able to learn that from being an Onyx quite a few seasons. But yeah, I think
It is harder for you to maintain than to build, right? And I think Bigatron by Vitality, the way they maintain their composure, the way they maintain that play style, the same way they did up against Dewa. This maturity that we're seeing from them, the discipline, has been able to bring that into a very dominating Game 1 against Onyx. And now the question is, how does the Sky Kings respond, right? This is a team that you can't really count out. Sure, Game 1 they could lose it, but Game 2, it'll be a different story. It'll be a different draft that they will bring to the table. And the execution might even be 10 times better. So I think these type of losses are also important to Onyx, as it sends out a message to them that they're not invincible.
Yeah.
Even quite literally, statistically they are, and they might be there soon, but they are still with a lot of flaws.
I think for starters, for Onyx, the respect to the CC has to be given, right?
Yeah.
Just erase the flex, man. It makes them overthink a bit, and it should be that way when you're up against a CC Bigatron. Is it EXP? Is it gold lane? Are they gonna flex it or not? And it also guarantees you a winning lane, the gold lane. So it should be that way, right? Because when you think about it, other fighters that Eman played, there are some flaws in their, I guess, like kit, right? Bane, it's a bit more momentum based and also gets bursted down really, really easy. When you get CC'd, Ruby, less damage, more quad control, but
Wow.
sometimes it's it doesn't work out that well. But apparently they're picking or paying respects not only to the CC, but also to the Alice.
Hey,
Yeah.
the
Is this the first Alice first phase ban?
I believe
season?
so. First phase, right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the last time we saw it was second phase. So first time it's been respected in the first phase, but that means a whole lot of other picks are up for grabs. Onyx banned out the Fanny, Hilda, and Uranus. So one of those will be open.
Yeah, YSS is still available. If the CC gets banned, do you still want to pick up the YSS?
Greatest inventions.
I don't know, actually.
It's less value, but for Niall, he's been performing really, really well on the Eastern Shin.
100% win rate.
Really?
Ooh.
This season so far, Yusuf Shin.
So it's still worth it, but the Baxia might get left open. Oh, the Fanny might get left open too for both teams.
But do you want to first pick the Fanny if you're Bigatron? I think it'll favor the red side team a bit more if the Fanny is left open, no?
So Onyx, do they want to ban the Baxia right now, or? Oh.
Butterflies.
Wow.
What the two shits? So they expect a Fanny or Yison Shin pick, so they go for a Baxia then?
Remember, the Fanny worked out with the Alice yesterday against Dewa. It wasn't just pure Fanny. So yeah, I think the safer choice would be to go for the Baxia, but it's not his style. So they let Onyx
I like that.
choose. Yeah.
I like that.
Kalea.
just respond instead of starting it up, and you can never go wrong with the Kalea. Yes, you have that kind of a responsibility to follow it up with a proper combo, which is not present in the previous matches that we casted. But we'll see though. Even without the combo, Kalea is still a bit of value, just to lock down the backliners that does not have a Purify.
Throws a question in the air too, towards Onyx. How do they want to respond to this, right? What picks do they want to prioritize? I mean,
ooh, early 1-1?
GK2, that's available. The 1-1.
You want to go early 1-1, no?
Still also up for grabs.
It's not really that prio anymore. It's very easy to deal with. They go for the box show. Wow.
Box to Kimmy.
Hey, that's Sans' signature pick, but
Solid.
I don't know if I want to call it Kyrie's signature. I mean, we obviously know the Kumar, but don't you want Kai on a damage dealer?
It's a bit too expensive to leave out, I think.
So this should be the Yisun Shin Lunox, right?
What else is there for? Do they want to go like Hayabusa or Joy? It's gonna be Yisun Shin and Lunox. Yeah. They go for the standard route.
Wow.
This should be the Gata Kacha right now.
Yeah.
But that means they are going to get neutralized. Wait, yeah, in the XP. Well, even in the gold lane right now, right? So this is the big question for Onyx. What do they do?
Well. A lot of questions also. Well, the GK is still available, and that was a problem where game 1, I think it was banned out by Bigatron by Vitality in the second phase, so they were really able to answer the Kalea.
Should be the XP, right? Just try to build up the...
What?
I'm strong. Real strong.
Oh my god!
What, Baxia Rome?
It's just too early against a Kalea.
Imagine if it's keyboard Fanny.
No.
Nah.
Come on, stop.
Like
stop.
sword.
Come on. That only happens there.
Hey, we can never rule it out.
I'm ruling it out, bro. No way. So they go for the Fanny, but the thing is, like, I'm not a fan of Baxia Rome as much anymore.
And why is that?
And against a Lunox too.
Yeah, the Shred is already present for BTR by Vitality, but it's not really that, like, you don't get the prio. You know, the mid lane prio right now.
Yeah.
I guess the Kimmy should already help facilitate the mid prio with the clear.
Kyrie.
Oh, hey.
That's the idea.
Kyrie!
We got Kyrie playing. We got Kylie right here.
Kylie.
Wait, they banned Uranus despite having the Baxia.
Well. Flying Cloud map though.
I think with BTR, it should be a Phobius, no? I don't know why. Is Uranus a threat to this comp? I actually don't think so.
Maybe they are concerned about the front line. But, so Bigatron is actually undefeated in this Flying Cloud map, and this is actually the debut for Onyx and Flying Cloud.
Hey.
So they haven't even played Flying Cloud yet. CITB?
No, I was gonna point out that the
RITB.
Fanny cosplay
RITB.
here, it should be the new Fanny skin, right? Because
Yeah, it is.
Yazuke, I believe, used the Aspirant skin.
Oh, come on, Yazuki.
I love the cosplay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
the cosplay was
The cosplayer or the cosplayer?
the cosplay.
The hunt begins.
Ruby gets taken out too, so
Banned.
they're taking away the heroes from Emban, the fighter heroes. But there's one hero that does really well against the Fanny.
Moskov.
The Bane, dude. the Fanny jumps in.
Bane?
Sharks come out, and you get...
But when you are sound in micro though, you might want to just bait out the deadly catch first.
Well, yeah, but then that means you're zoned out, and the deadly catch gets used up for the others.
Well, let's see. They want to go for that
And they
route.
already have a Kalea too, so it'll just be like another layer.
Let's see. One last ban from Bigatron by Vitality.
I am now the
They do still.
Oh,
they
wow.
do have an answer, right, to this Fanny. Straight up, the Kalea will be on lockdown duty for that. But I think Onyx also kind of want to, put that scale a priority for the Kalea. Who does the Kalea really want to target? The backline. It's going to be a lot of them. I mean, the Kimmy is still there. The Fanny will come in flying colors with the cables. But the Phobius taken out. Now Onyx. Options on the table.
In a way, Baxia is less tanky than the Hylos if you didn't give him time to proc the ultimate. Right?
Yeah.
Because the damage reduction will not be there, and it's going to be an easy picking for Reno. It worked the first game, it should work the second time around. It's going to be a Granger for Skylar. Oh, this is... Just like one of the draft that we see from RIQ, it doesn't seem like there is a concrete exact plan for Onyx. They're just living out on the mechanics of the players.
Hilda XP, Bane, Gold. This is the angle, I think, for BTR right now. It's great against the Kimi and the Granger to have the Hilda. You break the formation, then you have answers to the Fanny, who's going to be all alone in the dives. This is already a bit like off from Onyx, I would say. You know, the synergy, it's weird. It's kind of like a very high execution base draft for Onyx, which is very standard for Onyx. But we saw how Bigatron were able to take control. They don't. Whoa!
We completely forgot about that.
Is this Cho Gold?
Yes, surely.
Okay, the Hilda I call. I did not expect the Cho Gold, but there are so many squishy boys. Onyx. So that's why they banned Phobius.
Yeah. The Phobius will be available for Ludpi. Now they're for Onyx. They need a front line, right? Because this is still a squishy composition.
This should be Lapu Lapu, no?
Or do they want
like
to...
the box?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Lapu
Lapu.
Good call.
Oh man.
Okay.
Gotta be honest with you, I'm not a fan of Lapu Lapu, but I don't know. It feels like the earlier game Lapu Lapu where you're not really winning it out in the objective game because BTR is just too solid on that. So where is the Lapu Lapu's gonna shine?
Questions to be answered by Ludpi later. But yeah, we did see a Lapu Lapu earlier on today, and it wasn't really the best Lapu Lapu. Seems to fall short out of favoritism in the XP lane, but the counter and the draft lineup index does favor Bigatron by a mile.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to bear. And burden now. And the shoulders of the Sky Kings. Will the Red Robots be able to break the win streak? Will the Sky Kings be invincible no more? It is game 2, and possibly the deciding game of this match. Bigatron by Vitality against Onyx.
Will the streak end? Onyx invincible throughout the season. Now down by a game against the Streak Enders.
Okay. Now at least Skylar won't necessarily lose the lane here. Amon will have a harder time to be able to clear because there's no built-in spell fam from the Cho. Let's take a look at the items here. Looks like Amon wants to clear the lane as soon as possible with a Thrill and also with the Concussive Blast to catch up the team fight as soon as possible too. In the first objective game, Kyrie gets the Lethal Wonder, so a bit of a small win there. Plus the Gold Crab.
Gold Crab given to the Granger. Obviously the Granger does have tie on that Gold Crab. Pretty easy with the Rhapsody. But now, mid-prio though, with the Boxia, right? That's the question that Onyx has to answer. Up against the Kalea, maybe plus the Lunox too, they will always have the ability to chop up the wave.
Yeah. It's not about like, Keyboy does not want to just face off against Moreno and Finn at the same time.
Yeah.
He has to use the shield unity with Kyrie. This is the combo. You know, it's kind of like Hellcurt and Boxia jungler in a way. You have the initial burst.
They want to go for the
pick up a
kill
bit
there.
more valuable.
So Chalker
fine.
deals them.
Whoa! So up top!
What happened?
What happened? Now it's going to come through. Kyrie with a cutthroat. Oh!
Misses
He's
it.
able to get the kill. Now Finn comes in. It'll be the Eason Shin fallen, but Kai will have to back away. 1-for-1 Shogun in a 2v1 situation needs to respect the anti-regen from Keyboy. Keyboy with a jump in forward. Shogun with a jump in.
no.
Keyboy!
What?
With a mistake gives Shogun a kill.
Disconnect between the Sky Kings, and now was Skylar biting the first bullet up top. What was happening in all fronts?
Uh-oh, Ludpi.
This is
Survive.
the ultimate.
Oh, that's a good pick. Ludpi standing strong, stabilizing Onyx.
Already a different early game here. Both teams making some mistakes, some bad calculations in the lane.
Amon walking up, traction pulse. The Shunpu instantly as Finn walks in over to Ludpi, who doesn't have the Brave Spider just yet. Sans with a poke. Give the arrow as well. Amon doesn't actually go for it. Try to bait in Sans' flicker. Now retreat battle! Malmatron coming down. Tsunami slam from Finn. Locks Kai down! And Bigatron strike again. Amon does not have the way to dragon. Has already used it earlier. Shogun's gonna go in for the dive with Ludpi having the Brave Spider. Oh, Niall comes in from the side. Shogun gets away from the turret. BTR start things with a massive win.
Thank God it's the Flying Clouds. If not, that would have been the plates shredded down by Bigatron by Vitality.
Wait, And you're right.
That could stabilize the gold lead.
Cho gold, I believe, for BTR, mostly, at least after patch, has been picked up after only in Flying Clouds.
Yeah. Could have been a way to access the lane again, but there's so much control coming in from Bigatron by Vitality. The Fanny is not given the liberty, the agency to just cable around. So that's where the Fanny really kind of has that loophole, right? You gotta go for the all-in, and then you have to go out quickly.
Yeah. And when the Tsunami Slam is up, Kyrie does not have an avenue to go in. Keyboy will be the target.
Oh yeah, no. An all-in, and this is why I'm not a fan of the Baxia roam, especially against this pickoff comp, man. Great Mountain Shocker combo, and they get it down.
You're just a walking ATM at this point for Keyboy, man. It is that tough.
But that's how Gani feels whenever he's on Baxia roam.
On Belleric too.
Oh man.
Thank God for the Flying Clouds. If not, it would have been
up top.
Much worse. Skylar again, heavily pressured.
Skylar has Purify now, goes in for the damage. Skylar with regen, and he might have to just walk away from those big waves. Okay, he walks back up, he claims the wave.
He wants
so
them.
Not too big of a loss.
He needs them, he needs them.
Now, the question for Skylar here, do they want to join the team fight and give a bit more impact, or do they just want to clear the top lane? Seems like Skylar will stay at the lane, Emon will do the same too, maybe clear out, then rotate towards the second objective, because that's been how BTR wins every first objective. Second objective, we'll see. Emon already chunked up.
Kyrie.
Way the dragon, locking them down, that's a flicker out as well. Kyrie wants to go for more, but Emon, whoa, what happened to the fight in the bottom lane? It's Lutpi taken out. I believe a Tsunami Slam. Nile able to pick up the turtle. And it's a win for the Red Robots again.
Sky Kings in disarray. Every time Bigatron, they're able to find a lead. And Skylar again, heavily pressured up top. Kyrie, can he get this orange buff? I think he can. He's going to be safe. Shadowed by Sans and by Keyboy. Bigatron, they keep on going to Onyx.
Yeah, instantaneous respawn. That was really, really good, man. The fact that M1 was ganked up by two people on the top lane, they know that they have the numbers advantage in the bottom lane and also the turtle as well. The impact, though, realize
100% win rate at Yi Sun-shin. On Yi Sun-shin, excuse me. Not only in this season, but in his entire career.
Wow.
MPL ID.
Tsunami Slam locking it down now. It's going to be Lutpi shredding down Keyboy as well. Cables from Kai! Shogun taking very low, still able to get to the bush, but it's going to be the sun over to Nile with a Brave Spider! Lutpi comes over. Time for the shutdown. And that's Moreno, the Maestro, running away, doing a little bit more damage, flickering out from the stun of Lutpi. 2 for 1 in favor of the Sky Kings.
Thank God for the sustain coming in from the Kalea, but at least Onyx is able to pull a few kills back. And now the brawl begins. The Cho participating in the team fights, the Granger as well. Usually you would wait for the Sky Piercer to be completed, then the Granger can really join the team fight. But now Onyx will try to scrap anything that Bigatron has to offer.
please take notes for all other teams of MPL Indonesia. The games are much more fun to cast when it's like this, man. It's not fun when you just explain every mistake that every team does in a span of like 60 seconds. There's like 5 of them.
Yep.
Now, we have a proper match when it's back and forth. Minimal mistakes. Come on.
Turret trade up
Take
top.
notes.
Agreed.
Red team turret has been
Control.
destroyed.
Quite underrated when it comes to just hitting the turrets, especially when you build those items into the gold lane show. We have seen the fair share of other players with dire hit, but Eman is fishing for an angle again. So Eman is also in a susceptible position because he has to open up the bushes and look for that engage. Shielded in the crash.
Oh my god.
Running away now, but the damage comes through right on time. Shogun's still able to survive. Tsunami's not knocking Lutpi down. Eman to the back line now with the Laser Dragon. Able to get Lutpi. Kai with a jump in, but the Brilliance comes around and Keyboy is all alone, munched down by the Red Raider. Feed with a jump onto Skylar, trying to bait out the Purify. Now his purple buff still gets collected by Kai.
Be it a CC, be it a Cho, he does well on any pick. And this is the Red Raider, just bringing possibly an end to the win streak of Onyx.
Forget about Jack of all trades. Eman is ace of all trades. He excels at everything that he touches, man. But shout out to Finn, that knockup was very, very clutch. It kind of prevents the kill towards Shogun as well, because they were chasing them. Now they divert the attention towards the Kalea.
The solo kill?
No way.
Not much follow-up here.
Yeah. not quite bursty.
Maybe if Aman had a BOD, like
Yeah.
3 of them.
3 BODs. It's like me playing Leslie. But now then, Onyx, how do they reset? Bigatron, it seems like they have the tempo in their pockets. They are dictating the rotations that Onyx are making now. All they can do is just clear the waves and possibly look for a big team fight that they can really turn around into. Divine Glaive for Moreno.
Did he go for this item path as well last game, Chef?
No.
Was it? Yeah, okay.
It was, first game was glowing towards concentrated towards Wishing Lantern.
There you go.
So right now, he is much more damage focused, less sustain.
Yeah.
And I think that's the right route, especially with the fact
Agreed.
that Eman is also a setter hero.
Yep.
Same goes for Nile, by the way. This
Lot
is
of cover.
the Counter-Strike BOD atomization. No War Axe.
They'll go full damage, especially now they have a Hilda.
Oh, they take it away from Kai.
Oh.
Purple buff out already, and he'll have the Retribution up by the time the Lord spawns back in the game. Massive win for BTR.
That is a big deal, especially with the Fanny. We talk about Fanny, we talk about a Ling.
Talking about Fanny, by the way, he used the Flying Cloud. You could have flew there, my dude. Now back into the game here. Oh man, oh man. 3K
risky,
gold
though.
lead, still very much comebackable here for Onyx, although they do not have the proper set to back it up. But the scaling is there, the Kimi, it's a Granger, 2 marksmen with Kyrie handling the long lane. That might be the angle that Onyx needs to abuse, but BTR will bite on the Lord first.
Front to back is the name of the game for Onyx now.
Bottom lane.
Maybe the burst.
Wow.
1v1 down bottom for Kyrie and Aman, but Aman won't entertain that.
An all-in mountain shocker as well, and P disappears without the help of Moreno. Moreno still here, still has the ultimate. Finn coming down as well.
Kyrie.
Shogun is able to go for the damage. Now Kai, can he do it?
Oh!
Moreno, the Maestro secures it. Aman the back line though, looking for a pick. Who does he go for? He's just zoning.
Wow. Aman gonna be chased down.
He has the flicker, so he gets away. Has the G Kundo. They sacrifice no one. They just get Lutpi and the Lord, yeah?
I'm not trapped here with you, you're trapped here with me. And Aman was looking for an angle, but hey, that was Moreno with the clutch. Secure.
Wow.
Onto the Lord. I thought it was gonna be Kyrie flying in with the retry. But that did not work out, so now...
Oh my...
Oh, Aman is just a threat to the Fanny.
He is.
And even though he doesn't have enough item to burst down the Fanny, the pseudo pressure of Moreno not existing in the map will always haunt Kyrie.
Yeah.
So he has to be really, really careful here. Here, look at this!
Wow.
Look at
Come
him
on.
under the turrets!
There's always a threat of the way the dragon flickers, so he can't get too close, dude. Especially with the follow-up. He doesn't even need to get the flicker. All he needs is the lockdown. Nile starts to skate on the mountain shocker.
Oh, this is very, very beautiful. The Bigatron by Vitality, the Lord now. Down bottom, will
it a
probably
charge?
break the holy defense. Oracle for Lippy. Survivability again will be the name of the game, but yeah, that's gonna be the Lord and the holy defense down bottom.
I think it's fine though, because it's already almost 12-minute mark, so it's gonna disappear either way here
Yeah.
for Onyx. Oh man.
Nile?
With an
Wait, Nile.
That's
Feeling
spicy.
it. The cold-blooded jungler at it again.
That's cold-blooded. That's cold. Now Finn
All in, I think.
might
But
be hunted down.
he just go for Tsunami Slam here. He does. That Tsunami Slam already baited out. Kyrie will have some room to play
Look
with.
at Aman.
That's going to be the kite as Aman dives into the back line. It's going to be the stun over.
No!
Gets taken down. Now an all-out fight, and it's going to be a win for Onyx. Moreno gets a kill. He'll be taken down. Oh my God, Onyx! That's a triple for Lutpi. Aman all alone. Flickers out. Keep him with the chase now. It's going to be the Way the Dragon and a kill for Aman. Now he goes on Lutpi, but he's all alone, and look at the rest of Onyx already. Wait. Okay, so there'll just be a tier 2 here, and Onyx have a way to come back. If they bait out Tsunami Slam, wait a second, no way.
What is he thinking?
Nah, he's not gonna bite.
He's just trying to zone.
The
Now,
wave.
we finally see some weakness in BTR's composition. It's always the risk of bringing out a fighter in the late game, right? Your window is a bit limited, not like CC, where you can just back or like be a menace in the late game because you have damage and also the spell flame to back it up, but M1 was super late to the party. He does not have the time to establish a good position, but BTR, or maybe Onyx pulled the trigger and forcing BTR to a forced error here. Beautifully played by Onyx, knowing their strength and
think
also
that's
the
it.
weakness of BTR.
That's it, man. They were able to bait out Tsunami's time, so Kyrie was activated. And then Ludwig finds Nile, threading the needle.
That was beautiful. Onyx, the calculations, the timing, Malefic, Roar for Nile, extra damage. That's going to be the burst he wanted that.
There we go.
They're gonna try again.
Conceal. They want to make the move now. They don't want to be on the back foot, on the pedestal. Keyboy.
Okay. Emman with the wave in the mid lane, pushing in. Skylar with the poke. 2 Death Sonatas landing. Bottom lane, how is it looking? It looks like a slow push for BTR.
Yeah.
High with the turret take up top. That's a dash forward for Nile.
Emman's gonna take it?
They want to juggle?
Wait. Oh my god, this is
Look at
crazy!
Oh
Emman
no!
with the flank. Do they see it? Do they spot it?
Oh!
Emman with the jump away! The dragon over to Skylar! The damage coming through. Skylar's able to get away. That's going to be the Tsunami down the back line. Spin for the play! Skylar kites away. Ludwig falls though. 1 for 1. Roam for gold. Kai no purple buff, so he can't make the plays.
Wow! Again, Emman is a threat to the Sky Kings. He almost got the kick
Oh no.
on towards Skylar. But wow, they prolonged that. They prolonged their lives.
You know what's crazy? That BOD is 2 seconds late, or like 5 seconds late for Emman. He secured it after the kick towards Skylar.
wow.
He could have secured a kill.
He could have.
On towards the Granger, and that should be the nail in the coffin. But the timing is not on BTR's side. Oh man, we got a game in our hands, baby.
Down to the minute details. Thank you for pointing that out, Chefin. But wow, what a game. And Onyx certainly, they don't want to let go of this win streak. Bigatron, our robots
Trying to force it.
on a mission.
Team-based turret.
Oh, Emman down bottom gets a turret. That's going to be a win at least for Bigatron by Vitality.
Big man. Huge. Mama Chakra doesn't land though. Keyboy will take a bit of the damage. Shogun gonna be targeted down, but it's gonna be the pin. Oh, he locks Kai down! That's Kyrie falling. Ludwig! With a 2-man stun! Moreno taken low, he flickers out. He has the chaos, he gets away. Emman with a dive!
Oh!
That's gonna jump on the Skylar as well! Gets the kill! And Emman continues the chase! Finn with the chase over the side! The Mountain Shocker! Have the red robots done it? Have they done enough to end the streak?
Keyboy is up, and the Sky Kings might not look invincible no more. Nile was up on his feet. The minions are crashing in. The crystal down.
The invincible Sky Kings stood destined for a flawless reign. But from the depths of doubt, the red robots rise, shattering perfection and proving that even gods can bleed.
What an ending. And with this, Bigatron by Vitality will secure upper bracket in the playoffs. And like Mirko mentioned, gods do bleed. They made the Sky Kings bleed. And the Sky Kings are not invincible.
Code